go to a restaurant really soon. Anyway, our final reader is our editor and publisher himself, Michael Hanner. Welcome, Michael. Everything I was going to say, I love it.
I have a new one and 3 poems from the book. This is, Tony and I are very much image-related poets, and this speaks for itself. Last year, I asked after the Siberian iris as the stoplights click back and forth, their reflections winking in the wet street. Geese pass overhead, men smoke outside the mission, cloth hats, moist earth, and the dog, wet and eager. More geese, a full moon, women seated along the wall waiting for the dance, the odor of petunias, the cat on the keyboard, the scent of tomato vines in August, soy sauce on eggs, bacon and beans. Old women fade into the fog, dead poets are stacked on the verge, the odor of sauteed garlic, black dance shoes with broken counters, the call of mourning doves, my neighbor's maple down to its last gold coins, steamed windows, winter and rain. Here's a travel poem from the book. Need my deep breath. Some pictures from Buenos Aires. We know only of El Norte in the biblical sense. The local magistrates do not know. Our foreign visitors exchanging $100 bills in an upstairs office on Entre Rios do not know. Ring the bell twice, then twice again. On the blue market, the dance shoes are half off. It's like dancing, they say here. We call it cabeceo, the art of staring. Harlequins with tiny features, carved with an open-awl knife. November, the jacaranda trees bear the mitres of bishops. Tour buses, pictures of Pope Francis. What disappeared, asks El Norte, munching a bife chorizo penasado. In the Pareja on Salta, it's rabbit or goat. At La Biela yesterday, we sprawl under the great tree. I warned you, sunshine, the pupils would dilate. Strangled pigs for pork chops here in Buenos Aires. Motorcycles weave in and out of traffic. In the cafes, English spaniels are expected. We snort a raw Malbec on Santa Fe. Soon, says the girl in the pinafore, arm in arm with her creamy mother. No salt shakers on any table. Hot meat needs no aid, says our taxi driver. In the cemetery, you can find it there. We'll head to Plaza Dorrego, buy some silver butter knives or seltzer bottles for the droll and world-weary of El Norte. It's an old wound of the meat. We only travel in radio taxis. Everything else you've heard is true. The last 2 poems are based in the basement of the Fifth Street Public Market. When Provisions opened a few years ago, we had a writing group early in the morning, and we'd meet there. So these are from that era, at Provisions. In the shop window, you look at displays of French teapots. I want to brush your hand, or even touch your sleeve, as you wander through the stacks of jam jars and bottles of herbed vinegar, a sprig of tarragon in each. You pick up a copy of M.F.K. Fisher's book about her meanderings through Dijon before the war, or a book on the cuisine of Tuscany. I'm discreet as always. I placed myself where you might notice me if only you would look. I'm here, I think, beside the freezer, full of beef stock and exotic chutneys. Look this way, in the tight aisles, I might brush past you with a brief pardon or mi scusi, as you continue your review of the displays of madeleines and pralines. And I was surprised that nobody ever asked me where the name came from. But there's a poem in here which explains where Mildred comes from. What doesn't explain it, I'll let you figure it out what it does. Wondering where Tim is. Perhaps this morning on his way here, between the tins of imported teas and displays of French crockery, he is lost. Surely the hissing of the espresso machine will act as a beacon to draw him here. Or am I too optimistic? Perhaps he overslept, is ill, or lost in the backwater of early onset Alzheimer's. He could be looking through old correspondence, wondering what his ex-wife's name was. He could be roaming the streets, asking strangers, saying she was a blonde. He'll tell them, we go out on the street, unsure how to help, what to do. Mildred, I shout. Her name was Mildred.